Hey guys, what's up? It's Uton here from TeamKaBlastum. I know I haven't gotten any videos up for that, and I do apologize for that. I just haven't really had the time, and I'm kind of lazy, so... Well, anyway, here's a poke analysis, whatever you want to call it, of Gyarados, one of my favorite Pokemon. It's taken out teams. Mine's been on a 15-0 streak. That's two and a half full battles, so... if you use it right, you know what, the opponent just can't handle it. It's too much for them. And I love it, and I think it's a great Pokemon. So, here, let's check it out. Let's start out with Magikarp, Gyarados' pre-evolution. I'm not even going to read the text, because you guys all know Magikarp, and you know how totally useless it is. The only thing it's good for is speed EVs. So, keep that in mind. Its area, I don't even need to show you guys. It's everywhere with Olderod, basically. I think it's actually everywhere with Olderod. That's all you can catch with the Olderod, so that makes EV training a blast. Blast. Sorry, I'm just like out of it. I didn't get to sleep until like 3 o'clock, and it's 9 right now. So anyway, yeah, you can catch it anywhere with the Olderod, so makes your EV training for speed really easy. It just takes forever to find it with the Olderod, which really makes me mad. But its cry I'm not going to show you right now. Its size, it's like a little bit bigger than Lucas's head, and Lucas is 4'8", so it's only 2'11", but whatever. And then its weight, it's pretty light too, so it's pretty funny actually. So yeah, it's nice and light. And then its forms, the difference is, like, if you look at the those little things right there, those are, see how they're white right now? Now they're a little bit more orangey, so that's just the general difference for that, okay? Alright, excellent. There is Magikarp, and now we're going to go into the Pokemon you've all been waiting for. One of my favorite Pokemon ever. Gyarados, the atrocious Pokemon. I think that's crazy weird, and they should change that, but whatever. I don't make the game, so I can't really do anything about that. Once it appears... Hang on, I can't read that. Once it appears, its rage never settles until it has razed the field and mountains around it. It's pretty insane right there. That just gives you a little hint of its amazing power. But you gotta keep in mind, it has like the biggest thunder weakness ever, so you have to have a counter for that. If you know that they're gonna hit like thunder and stuff, which some battles I didn't really know, like the Pokemon was different types and stuff. But you always gotta be ready with that, like a good ground guy, a good ground tank to like take the hit and then just dish out damage, or I don't know, Electivire because of its ability, or oh man, what's that Pokemon? Lantern with Volt Absorb. So yeah, you got a number of options there. Its area, you can catch it basically the same place as Magikarp, but with the Super Rod. And I think you get the Super Rod in Canalave City on the way from Jubilife to Canalave, but I'm not exactly sure. People ask me that all the time, but I don't really know. It's huge. Much bigger than Lucas, or TJ, actually. I didn't realize it had my name. Anyway, yeah. And it's pretty hefty, too. 518.1 pounds, which is insane, so. And its forms are the same as Magikarp. You'll tell right there. Well, actually, you can't really tell right there, but whatever. It is the same, so. Now, there's tons of different forms for Gyarados that I've seen. I'm going to show you my form. I don't want you guys to totally copy mine. But, this is just the form that I use, and then I'll give you another hints and stuff for other ones. Well, first of all, you guys will notice this. It's a bulky Gyarados. And, at first, I always, like, I know some of you guys are probably thinking this way. You just want to go out all attack. Just, like, totally take down the opponents. Well, that's not the case with this Gyarados. You do end up doing that, of course, but you get started in a different way. So first of all, you'll notice he has all leftovers. You're like, what the heck is that? Who has leftovers on your Gyarados? Well, I do, so you can tell that. Adamant nature. Yeah, not really much to say there. Just get the adamant nature. And here are his stats. First of all, I use Gyarados as a leadoff. Don't take that into consideration when you battle me. Just use your own team. And he has some pretty awesome Intimidate hacks, which can just, like, totally mess up opponent's strategy, especially if they're like they're gonna try to SD, because that gives them another turn to try to do that because they didn't get all of what they wanted. And also, one thing you'll notice right off the bat is Gyarados has 385 HP. Now that is pretty high. Oh, also something else you'll notice is he has like no attack. Well, I'm gonna go into all that for you. Hang on, just 319. I thought it was 316. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, works on PBR. So, you train him primarily for HP. I can't remember the exact EVs, but you train him almost all for HP, and that's just a given. Because for bulky Gyarados, you want to be able to take a hit of most things. He can take a Stone Edge like a beast. Because you'll look at his defense, and 238 is not low for a Gyarados at all. Because you give him like I think it's like 230, more than that probably, HP EVs on my variation of Gyarados. And let's just go down the list. Attack 319. He only has like 16 EVs for attack. You'll notice that when I select his moves. And then for defense, he has, you know, most of his, well, not most of his, but a lot of EVs in defense as well, like HP. I think it's like 170. I'm not really sure though. I'm just kind of throwing out numbers here. And then his special defense and his special attack are untouched. And then speed 223. He has some EVs for that too, but not as many as HP and defense. Okay, let's move on. Here are his moves. You'll notice he has Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Stone Edge, and Taunt. Taunt is like a total beast move. It just like can totally overtake opponents. It can totally screw somebody's strategy over. It's like ridiculous. So like if they lead off with a Scarm, I'm gonna use my friend Matt as an example. They lead off with a Scarm, you obviously know it's gonna either spike or roar you out. So it could be predicting a Dragon Dance or something. So what you want to do is you want to taunt it, and he has enough speed, being 223, to outspeed most Pokemon that are lead-offs, because not all of them are the fastest guys. I'm not saying that they aren't, but I'm just saying that Gyarados can outspeed them. Taunt can really screw over your strategy, and I think it's a great move. That's how I 15-0, 3 different guys. Man, I just love this Gyarados. See, first what you do is you taunt them if necessary, not totally necessary if you need a taunt. Like if they send out an electric, I switch out as soon as you can, because really you can't stand up to those. But then anyway, after you taunt, like say Scarm tried to use spikes and you taunt, so now it's totally useless. They can't do anything unless Drill Peck, which on a bulky Gyarados is like tickling it. So then what you do is you use D-Dance. And notice how like his attack and his speed are, you know, fairly low, not the highest stats. Well, that 319 is gonna get boosted up to like, oh, I don't know, like 470, somewhere around that. And then that speed is gonna be enough to outspeed a non-scarfed Gyarados. I mean, oh my gosh, what am I saying? It's gonna be enough to outspeed a non-scarfed Garchomp, because it'll be around 300. Just above 333, so that's just enough to outspeed Gyarados. And then once you try to get as many DDs as you can, but it's not like totally necessary to get like 6 different DDs, because then as soon as you get one DD and he sends out something that you can fairly take down, like if you get one DD up and he sends out Electivire, then I would go for a Stone Edge, just because I would just go for a Stone Edge, because I think that Gyarados could either A, take the hit, or B, knock it out with Stone Edge, because it's just so strong. So that's my personal opinion. You guys can do whatever you want. You might have other things to switch to or whatever. I guess he's a tough Pokemon. If you wanted to use him, he has Effort Ribbon also, which is sweet. So there's my Gyarados. And now there's many different things. You should check Smogon.com, or I guess you can make a Pokemon of the Week on Cerulean Caves or Cerebi or whatever. But there's tons of variations of Gyarados. It's just the one that I use, and totally working out for me. You can max out its speed, give it a Jolly Nature, and toss a Scarf on it, I guess, because then it can get up pretty high, actually, as fast as my Scarf Chomp, which is like 420. So, you can get Gyarados pretty nasty if you use it right. I know people that don't use it right and just get totally devastated by it, but, if you use it right, like I use it just fine, it really works out. So I think that's all I'm going to show you guys for today. infinite possibilities with the Gyarados, so it would take me too long to give you every one of those. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did making it. So see you guys next time. Uton signing off.